Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Draw 2. My name is Ramny, and this is another episode of Mini How to Draw, the show where I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. If you guys like what you see on this channel and you want to see more tutorial videos like this, please hit that subscribe button down below. It would help me a great deal. For this tutorial, as usual, what you guys need is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different size nibs for inking afterwards. And of course, as you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can hit that pause button at any time so that you guys can pause the video and catch up on your drawings. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And also, if your artwork looks a little different than mine, that is completely fine as well. So having said all of that, you guys, grab your drawing tools and let's get started with the tutorial. As you guys can see, I've got my paper in portrait mode this time around for Gamora, and we're going to be drawing her pretty much just up to mid-thigh. And let's get started. We're going to draw her face. We're going to draw a circle right in, like, about the middle of your page, about this big. Now it's not quite the middle, this is the center of my page, and you want to move up slightly to about there, and you want to draw a circle about that big. Okay. Let me just adjust this slightly. And she's going to be facing this way, so we're going to bring this down. We're going to create a chin right around here, and then from here we're going to draw a longer line. So you notice that this line is longer than this on this side, and then right around here is where her ear is going to be. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. Let's continue with the rest of the body. Okay, let's draw the neck. Neck goes down like this, and right around here we're going to draw kind of where her shoulder goes. It goes this way. So from here I'm just going to draw a line angling down like this, kind of going below the chin too. So it looks like that. That's what we want. Right around here, that's going to be, well, let's move it closer to the face. Right around there is going to be where the sleeve, her sleeveless shirt is going to go, and right around here as well. So we're going to take that line. We're going to draw a slight curve to it. It goes like that. Okay, here's the chest right there, and then we're going to bring this down like this. Okay, so it makes this shape just like that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There you go. Right here. Now, you see this, we're going to sort of make a circle like this, and then we're going to go from here, we're going to make a waist right around here, and then go down like that. So it makes this shape just like that. We'll worry about the right angles later on. I'm going to make this a little slightly curvier, and I'm just going to bring it like this, like that. Okay, it's looking more like Nebula than Gamora right now, but that's because she's bald. All right, so from here, here's the shoulder muscle right there. Now try to make this a line, kind of making this straight line like this. And same thing over here. You want to angle it like this, and then going up as well. Okay, so let's go back over here. Here's the bicep. Okay, so here's the shoulder and here's the bicep. From here, I'm going to make a little tricep right there. Okay, now from here it goes, spreads out, and then goes narrow again. So you get about there. Right. That's where the gauntlet is going to go, and then it sort of ends right around here. And then the hand. Okay, so if you've got room for the hand, let me zoom in on the hand so you guys can see it. Let's do the thumb first. It goes down, and then angles like this, and then curve, and then a curve like that, and then a line. And then this, it's going to go right up to the edge. This is going to be a finger pointing like this. So curve, and then going in like that. And then we'll go back here to the back of the hand. It goes like this, and then it goes down like that. Okay? So there's that, and then got two more fingers, one going down, and then one going down beside it. Okay? Now let's zoom out. Let's continue with the rest of the body. Let's do this arm now. We're going to go from here. We're going to create this little shoulder shape. It's going to look like a triangle. It looks like that with the biceps coming out this way. Now pay very close attention to the size of the bicep. You want to make sure that they're similar in size. Okay, and you want to make those arms nice and slender, not too wide. There you go. Here's the elbow. And then there's the forearm, gauntlet right there. It ends right around there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do this line like this. Oh, I was off camera, sorry about that. So it goes like this. Right around here, I'm going to make a curve. Forward, down, in, up. Okay, and then the thumb starts over here, goes this way, and it just goes in like that. For now, we're going to be drawing a sword, so we'll be adjusting the shape of this later on. She's got a sword. Well, we can start the sword right now, actually. Let's just draw the sword where we want it to go. We want it to kind of go from here, going down to the armpit, so it covers the armpit area, and we want it to end, yeah, to the armpit, and we want it to end right around here. So imagine a line going just down towards the armpit. So from here, going down towards the armpit. Feel free to use a ruler if you need. So that's how we want her sword to look. It's going to go kind of really close to her face. So you want to make sure that you're drawing that the face isn't covered. Now, if your sword is covering the face, what you can do is you can bring the sword lower down, or you can adjust the arm slightly, move it slightly so that the sword doesn't cover the face. Okay, so those are two options that you can do, but for the most part, this is the pose that we want. Let's go down to the waist. So here you've got her torso, and you want that torso to go down, but not too far down. Okay, I'm gonna readjust this so that it sort of goes down and not too much curving in like this. But this one, you want this to go down. Here's the lower back, and it goes out again. Now here is where I want the belt. Okay, I'm gonna do that twice. So this is about the size of the torso that I want. Now from here, it's going to shape where the leg is going to go. So that goes like that, and then here goes down, and sort of goes in like this. Okay, so think of it like a swimsuit, like you're drawing a swimsuit. Okay, now this curves out like this. And then here, a little curve like that, and then just go straight. Okay, let's give this a little bit more of a curve so that it's not so flat looking. Okay, and then here this goes this way. Okay, here's the gluteus maximus, or the butt, and this goes down like that. Okay, so if I zoom out, that is the shape that we want for Gamora. I mean, I could have moved her a little bit more this way to make room for this, but I think we have enough room for the fingers to do this pose. Okay, let's figure out where the hair is going to go. Just roughly, we're going to draw a line up at the top here, maybe just a hairline, and it goes like this, and it goes over the shoulder, but not before making this curve right here. So it sort of makes this shape right that. And then here it goes like this, and then it starts to get frilly right around here, all the way to the bottom, or all the way to the arm. Okay, and you don't want the hair to go past the biceps, so you want it to go within this line right here. Okay, let's before we go, let's kind of just draw the center. The center just goes down like that, so that we know where things are, where the center is. Okay, so now that we have that, let's zoom in on the face, and let's start drawing in the little details on Gamora. Now, like I always say when you do these movie characters, it's not about trying to draw the actor's face. So if it looks a little different than the actor's face, that is completely fine, and you should be okay with that. Okay, so Zoe Saldana, if it looks nothing like her, it's okay, because mine's probably not going to look like her either. Okay, so here we go. Let's go from here. We're going to go down, and then we're going to make this little V that looks like that. Okay, this is the cheekbone right here, and this is like where the eye goes. Okay, we're going to bring this down again to there, to the chin. And this might take you a while to do, and that's okay as well. Just try to get the right shape. This goes down, and then I'm just shaping the chin so that looks like that. Don't make it too sharp, like I just did. But just a smooth chin that flows down. Okay, before you darken any of that, let's go back over here to this point, right here. We're gonna go in, and we're gonna create the bridge of the nose. Goes in like this. Okay, to that point, and then we're gonna bring that close to the edge. It might be too close. So it goes like this, and then goes down to about there. Okay, here's the tip of the nose, and then you go in. Gonna draw the nose a little bit wider, because of Zoe Saldana's facial features. Nose is a little wide. I'm gonna draw the side of the nostril right there. So it looks like that. Now for the eyes, actually, let's go back over here. Let's create the eyebrow. She doesn't really have any eyebrows. She's got scars or tattoos. Sort of goes like that. Let me make the nose a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be that big. Okay, there you go. So we've got that. You want to make sure that this and this sort of align with each other. You want to make sure that the eyebrow area is similar, not off center. I'm going to turn my page because it's easier for me to draw the eyes this way, but I'm going to draw the line at the bottom of the eye first. There you go. Okay, you want to make sure that those are lined up properly. And then from that straight line, I'm just going to draw a line going up over here. Okay, so line, this line going across and line going up. Then from here, I'm going to create this triangle at the bridge of the nose. Okay, right here, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to bring my eye. This goes up. I want it to go slightly up. Turn my page. It makes it easier for me to draw those curves. And I just draw a curve like that. Curve at the bottom. So that's it. That's it right there. Okay, right here, let's draw the nose, or the little curve right here under the nose. And then the mouth, we're going to start with a kind of a U shape. And then from here, this kind of goes across like this. And this goes down. Bring that together. And then the lower lip is thicker than the upper lip. Okay, there you go. And now that you have the main features, all you have to do is adjust everything else so that everything looks in proportion. So I'm going to make that a little bit wider right here in the cheek. I'm going to bring the chin a little bit like that. I'm going to bring the chin a little bit higher. So it's just a matter of adjusting the features until you get the features that you want. Okay, I'm going to erase those parts now. Okay, not quite done with the Gamora. Still adjusting. And for you guys, you might not even need to take as much time as I'm taking right now. I'm just making things look as right as I can. And even now, it's not looking the way that I want. But you know what? I'm going to leave it like that. Let's draw the eyes, half circle at the top, half circle right here as well. Okay, I leave a little white dot inside of both. Now, find the hairline. There it is, right there. And this one goes like that, and then sort of goes through the ear, right here. I just really want to fix the eyes. I don't know what it is, but it's just not looking right. I'll probably do I'll edit most of it in the inking process. Okay, so I've got that. Let's work on the tattoo. She's got some tattoos from the top of the eye in the center. Kind of goes to the side like this. And then it goes down to the chin, or the cheek, like that. So from here to there, and it goes down. And then over here now, from here, it goes kind of over top of this one that we just did, like that. And then it goes to here. Okay, another one goes down, go down this side of the cheek like this, and this goes to the side like that. And now here, I draw a line going up, and then one line there, one line right here. We try to do the same thing on the other side. You don't really see much of it. So right there. Just adjusting the eye. Okay, a line going up over here, a line going this way, and a little bit of this on the cheeks. There you go. And here's the hair part, goes around to this side. Before we continue with the rest of Gamora, let's actually draw the sword and readjust the hand so that it looks like it fits the sword. So, okay, so here we're going to use this center as a guide, or this line as a guide. That's going to be the center of the sword. So start over here. I'm just going to add the handle now. Goes like that and goes down. So imagine the handle of the sword going down. It gets wider, and here where it comes out, it actually goes this way and then this way. Okay, and then this kind of goes straight, and then right around here it starts to come out like this. And then here we're going to draw a line going all the way to here. Okay, right around here, right where the armpit is, we're going to create this kind of a V gap, a little V, and then just two straight lines going straight to the edge there. And then from here it goes like that. So it's like the blade kind of splits in half over here, if you guys can see that. Okay, now this goes to this point right here. Okay, and this point actually goes to this point right here. So imagine this line kind of going this way as well. And then this, remember, it goes underneath the face there. So you want to make sure that you've adjusted for that. Okay, and let's actually adjust this now. Okay, so this, from here, I'm going to draw a line going out like this and to the hair like that. Okay, so from here it goes out, straight, and then curves again like that. Over here, sharp little point, and then a straight line that goes all the way to this point, to her handle. Okay, so that's the sword. Let me erase the center of the sword. And right around here, I'm going to create a V there and a V right here, right along the center of it. And then I just make this thing that looks like a hole in the middle. I'm going to draw a little line like there. And from here, a line going to here. Okay. Now, let's fix her hand. We're going to just straighten it like this. So here's a straight line. This is going to come out like it did earlier. It goes like that, and it goes to here, across, curve. It curves like this, and then find the thumb. Looks like that. Okay, we can actually draw the hand now. Why don't we do that? Two rings right there. Right here, we're going to draw a little curve, and then it goes out again, just like that. Okay, right here, let's divide the knuckles. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Okay, and then here goes down, down, down. She's got several rings on each of her fingers, so let's just draw the rings. There's one on the index finger, and then one on the middle finger. I'm going to draw the knuckle right here and the knuckle right there. And then one on the pinky. Okay, the gauntlet kind of it's just a bunch of lines going across like this. So, and then at the edge here, it's just going to be rough. So it just looks like that. That's just her wrist strap. It looks like a strap. So that's what it looks like. Let's shape the arm now. Okay, so there's the forearm, and just shape the bicep. And that's what it looks like. And we'll just draw the armpit line, kind of just goes like that. And there you go. And the hair just covers all of it. Okay, and that's good. Let's draw the rest of Gamora's costume now. Reshaping the chest, we're going to go start right here at the bottom on this side and this side. Okay, so here, this goes up, curves right here, and goes straight down over here, makes a slight curve this way, and like that. Now over here, goes right here, kind of underneath the sword there, makes a curve right there, and then goes straight down this way. Okay, now right here, same thing, curve, well, not really curve, it's a straight line, and then here it just goes down towards here, and then this kind of just goes up to the shoulder. Here's the shoulder. I'm gonna bring that shoulder slightly higher up. Imagine this going across, going through underneath the sword, and this goes up like that as well. Right here, I'm gonna draw kind of just a, I don't know what to call it, it's just the top piece of her or her shirt or her costume. It just goes like that up at the top, and right here is where we're gonna draw the mesh. Mesh starts right around here. Let me erase the center part. Okay, draw a little bit of the cleavage area. So here's that. So imagine the cleavage sort of makes like this round shape right here, and here as well. Okay, so it sort of makes those shapes. There you go. From here, we go across to here. Let's make that thick. And then from here, we go across to here. So it makes an X shape. We're gonna make that line thick as well. And then now same thing, going down, goes down like this. And here, goes down to here. And now you have this triangle right here, shade that in. And you have this triangle right here, shade that in as well. Actually, shade that whole triangle so that it looks like that. So it looks like an X, and it looks like that. Now imagine this kind of going to the side, so it goes off to the side like that. I'm going to erase this part. Okay, now imagine this one kind of going down to there. Okay, so this is all mesh. And I'm just going to draw it diagonally. It's see-through. And that's what it looks like. Okay, right here. We go here now. It goes to the back. And then here goes to the back as well. It's leathery material. And then let's go here now. From here, we're going to draw a line going all the way up, all the way to the shoulder, like that. And we do the same thing on this side. Kind of cutting right in between right here. Okay. All right. I'm not going to draw the intricate details that are along this part of her costume here and this part, but I will draw a couple of circles right here, 2 circles right here, and then 2 circles kind of higher up above them, right there. Right here, she has some sort of triangle shape right here and right here, and then 2 circles above the triangle, and then 2 more circles kind of right there. If you have that room right there, just draw 2 circles. Okay, I'm just going to draw some necklines. You don't really see much of it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, so there's Gamora's top costume. Wait, not quite done. Let's go back over here. We're going to draw this, and then this is just shaded black. And this whole thing is also mesh right here. There you go. Okay, so we have that. Let's do the arm. Shape that shoulder. Here's the armpit, kind of comes out like this. Here's the tricep underneath. Sort of goes across. Here's the bicep right there. Now this goes, forearms goes out. Okay, now remember, this is just pretty much a series of straps. And we actually want this, the straps, to go all the way to the hand. So we're going to create a curve just like that. And here kind of just goes across like this. And then we just continue that. Okay, and then the edges, remember the edges are going to be layered, because imagine it's just like having a wrap around your wrist. That's what it looks like. Okay, and then we don't really need to do anything with the fingers. Just shape them, try to get them all right. There you go. Let's fix the hair before we get to the legs. We're pretty much done here. Okay, so her hair goes from the part, goes down like this, and then goes out like that. And it's just a series of curves. From the part going out. And Gamora's hair turns pink at the roots, which is a cool feature that's only in film. I don't think comic Gamora has this thing. So I'm just being very instinctive with the hair. And I just draw the curves that I see fit. Hair is actually one of those things that's difficult to do a tutorial on, especially comic hair, which is what we're trying to do. I'm gonna adjust the mouth position when I start inking. I'm just not too happy with I'm still not too happy with the face. It looks like a guy to me. All right, so let's finish off by drawing the bottom. So she's got, well, it looks like she's got a belt. Let's make that belt a little bit thicker. So it goes here, and I'm gonna draw a line going down the center of it. So it looks like that. And right here looks like a belt loop right there. And, well, you don't really see it on the other side. Now it looks like she's got a holster of some sort for her sword or knife. It goes from here, goes to here, overlaps the belt, and then it goes to here. Okay, here's a strap. And it sort of goes to the side, like that. Okay, now we go from here, sort of makes a triangle shape, goes this way. See, you see her butt sticking out the other side of it. Okay, I erase this because she's not wearing a bikini or anything. So we erase that part. Okay, we'll go over here. I'm gonna draw one rectangle like that and one smaller rectangle right there. And beside this rectangle, we're going to draw a line going down, and it sort of goes above her thigh like this. And then find a spot over here, same thing. Okay, now this goes out. There's another strap right here, kind of goes out like that. And they meet right here, just above the thigh. I'll leave it like that. And then here, I'm gonna just draw a line going down this way. Here, line going down this way. And here's the back of the leg. Okay, I'm gonna leave that like that as well. She's got some cool looking design right here. Okay, I'm gonna draw a diagonal line right there. And then here, line like this and a line like that. Okay, now this kind of just goes down and it goes up to there. And then she just has these, this pattern. So let's go from here. We're just going to draw a guideline like this. And another one from here going up like that. So I made this V shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this line, it goes up, across, and then down. Okay, so and then I make that pattern several times. 1, 2, wait, hang on. Here's what I'm trying to count. Here's that shape, and then here's this shape. And then here's another shape right there. So if you can imagine, it's looking like that. We'll do one more. There's this shape right here. Okay. And then I'm probably just going to leave the rest like that. She's got a bluish pattern here. She's got some boots, but we're not going to draw those anymore. But for the most part, I think we're finished with our Gamora drawing. Let's zoom out now. And that is how you draw Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now mine looks nothing like Zoe Saldana, so you guys shouldn't worry about yours looking like hers too. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, which I didn't think it would be this hard, but it kind of was a little difficult. I hope you guys succeed in your tutorials. And that is all the time that we have for this tutorial. Thank you for watching all the way to the very end. I hope your drawings turned out great. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So please go over to the Google Plus community and post your artwork there, or head on to Instagram and tag me in any of your art so that we can see it and so everyone can see it and we can all enjoy your masterpieces. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make these videos or to do my tutorials, I have links to those in the description below. Clicking on those links helps to ensure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff like this for you guys free of charge. If you feel like being extra generous and you want to support this channel even more, I now have links to my art store down below, draw2.storenvy.com. Plus I have links to merchandise that you can buy, such as t-shirts, mugs, and mouse pads with the Draw2 logo on them. And I now have a Patreon page, so if you guys feel like supporting me on Patreon, I have a link to that down below as well. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe. Like I said in the beginning, here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So if you guys like what you see, please hit that subscribe button below. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget, you guys can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can find a coloring page of this tutorial, plus all the other tutorials that I have in this channel. Again, you guys, all of those links are found down in the description below. Again, thank you one more time, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video.